Welcome to the Beef Lab. I'm your host, Coach Joe Strong, here at the Mecca of Strength and Conditioning, Varsity House Gym. The Beef Lab is an inside look at everything it takes to run a world-class training facility. This is the source for strength entrepreneurs who want to learn more about programming, training athletes, business development, and marketing their brand. We're going to show you how we took Varsity House from a dingy little garage gym to a world-class brand. Coach Joe here from Varsity House Gym. Welcome to another edition of the Beef Lab. We're going to have a special abbreviated edition this week because I've unfortunately come down with a bit of a chest cold, so if I have to break out in an epileptic fit of coughing during this, I apologize ahead of time. To keep it short and sweet, we're just going to talk about breeding a culture of competition in your gym and giving your clients and your athletes a reason to train hard year-round. And we do it multiple ways here. One of the ways that we create a culture is that, we were all athletes, the guys that work here, so we have that mindset of competition breeds success, and we try to push ourselves as much as we push our clients. So everybody in the gym leads by example and is training hard and is training to improve themselves every day, and trying to achieve a higher standard of personal excellence, I think, is number one, and just leading by example. If you walk into a gym and you never really see the trainers working out and you never see the owners working out and things like that, I think that says a lot about the culture of that facility, and how do you expect other people to be willing to put their lives, in a sense, on the line and push themselves beyond their own physical limits if they don't see anybody else in the gym doing that. It kind of doesn't breed that way. So we start at the top, starts with me and Dan and the rest of the crew, and it filters on down to everybody else. The other thing we do is we literally, pit people against each other, and we just call people out all the time. And today's the day, time to hit a 500-meter row. We have max outs, a couple times a year, with our high school and college athletes, even our adult clients, and max out's a relative term, but we're gonna, hey everybody, we're testing this week, and we're gonna test your vert, broad, deadlift, bench press, squat, whatever it might be, whatever your standards are for testing. Come up with a bunch of them and test them periodically. I think that's critical. We have a huge record board with all of our personal gym records, and we have something we call our EDC, which is our elite development crew, and we have a whole list of physical standards. That's more like an overall total athlete standards, from strength standards to cardiovascular standards. And in order to get one of these shirts, you gotta hit 16 out of 20 standards. We don't give these out to anybody. These are locked up in a safe, and the only way to get it is to earn it. And drives people crazy. They go into a frenzy trying to make some of those standards, and we write programs just so people can hit a bunch of standards to achieve it and get the shirt, and it makes them feel good about it, gives them something to push for down the road and a reason to train. Not myself. And our athletes are training to better themselves for a sport. So the competition that we have with the athletes is competing against each other, whether it's sprint races, prowler races, even a grip challenge. Just holding two heavy, grip implements for time. Two guys mano a mano staring at each other until somebody drops the kettlebells or whatever it might be. It's just a great way to have some fun in the gym and give kids, losing those battles makes the athletes want to do them more, so we try to stray away. The people that come here and they just kind of like to hide out in the shadows, well, we don't like them very much. That's not what we're looking for. And if you're the type of person that strays away from, hard work and strays away from competition, you kind of get bred out of our facility pretty quickly, because there's really no way to hide from it. We're gonna push you, and if I see you haven't hit a standard in a few months, now's the time, and that's just how we roll here. The other thing, we try to do is, have some competitions in the gym. So whether it's, a 5K races, that we train people for, whether it's sprint triathlons and Olympic triathlons, which we do quite a few in the summertime here in Jersey, whether it's, Concept 2, the company that makes the ski ergs and rowers, does a great job putting all sorts of challenges out throughout the year. 1,000-meter row, minute row, 500-meter ski, whatever it might be. There's all different types of challenges that Concept 2, and we try and get our clientele involved in, from the young guys, from the younger kids, all the way up to the adult athletes, to the housewives and women and people that aren't, whatever. They're just training just because they want to and because they want to be fit. So recently, as many of you might know, Dan and I have been, traveling back and forth to Utah a lot and training with the guys at Jim Jones, with Rob McDonald and Lisa Eifried, his wife, and his fiance, and the crew out there. And we have a ton of respect for them. Rob's an amazing coach and a great guy and a great leader, and his mindset is fantastic. He leads by example every day, and a lot of that has flowed. A lot of his ideas and some of his competitive challenges have kind of flowed over to our gym. So we thought it would be fun to do a challenge, gym versus gym. So we had 4 of our best girls versus 4 of their best girls in a 21,000 meter ski race, which is a half marathon. It's 21:97 is the total meterage, and it's basically a relay race. So one girl will go and pull for as many fast pulls as like a sprint as she can, say 10 to 15 pulls, and then the next girl will rotate in. It's basically an hour of nonstop action. It's totally awesome. It was a ton of fun. I can't wait till the next one. We were lucky this time. We had a great group of girls go, and our girls, our girls managed to, pull out a slightly better time than their group of girls. I think just because we're a bunch of big weightlifting meatheads here, and we had an awesome time. And I'm looking forward to going out to Utah and waiting for the next challenge, maybe it's, the guys go at it again. And so setting up challenges with other gyms, setting up challenges within your gyms, we do it all the time. And we'll come in on a Saturday for my Joe Strong class, and I'll set up a bunch of different challenges, and it's testing time, everybody. It's physical challenge day. We're doing it, one group's doing a 2K row. One group's doing a 500-meter ski. One group's doing our Twin Peaks challenge, which is a prowler challenge, a prowler suicide challenge, and that's it. That's what we're doing today, and you can't hide. There's nothing to say. There's no, oh, I don't really want to do that. I don't feel like. No, you're doing the prowler challenge today, and you do the best you can. It's not about winning. It's about beating yourself. It has nothing to do with us winning the ski challenge against the girls from Jim Jones. Has nothing to do with beating Jim Jones. It had everything to do with beating ourselves and giving the girls that train here a reason to train hard and have some fun with another gym and another group of people that I truly respect and was honored that they would do that with me. So, we're going to show you the video. We're going to show you some of our standard boards, and we'll show you a bunch of things. But in the breed of culture of success in your gym, it got to start from the top. You have to lead by example. You have to push yourselves as much as you push your athletes, all right? And that's number one. You have to set up some standards for your gym, whatever those standards are. For your athletes, the standard, bench, squat, deadlift, vert, broad, maybe a 20-yard sprint, something like that, 5-10-5 agility drill. For your adults, it could be a lot of the cardio standards, 500-meter row, 1,000-meter row, 2K row, 2K ski, burpee challenge, pull-up challenge, whatever it might be, 100-rep push-ups for time. There's a ton of great things. You have to find out what fits your gym and your clientele the best, right? But you have to give those people reasons to come to your gym and push themselves every day. Without the standards, without a reason to just keep training gets boring in my eyes. So this has kept the lifeblood in our gym fresh, and people are excited to do the challenges. They're excited to push themselves. And if you're not, well, like I said, you kind of weed yourself out in a short period of time. So that's how we do it here. That's how we're going to continue to do it. That's how I believe the success of our gym has been bred, from our littlest athletes all the way up to our oldest athletes. And if you want to build a culture of success in your gym, I suggest you try some of those things out and do the same. Create an awesome shirt, wear them around the gym. Everybody wants one of these elite shirts, right? On the back, we got the warrior training on the back. This is the only, there's only about 8 people in the gym that have them. and if you want them, you got to come and get them. So that's how we do it. Start setting up some standards. Thanks for checking in. I'll have another full episode of the Beef Lab next week when I'm feeling a little bit better. And make sure you give us a 5-star review on iTunes and like us on YouTube. Take care, everybody. One, two, three.